within riots. As far as the Malay voters are concerned, I believe the present government took 1/3 of the votes, am I right, of the popular Malay vote.
Okay, I really have no worry when they say that, oh, the amount of Malay population is about 60 to 70% there. So you don't compare the whole. We got 1/3 of the Malay population. So, I mean, anyways, it's fair because you must understand the main range divide us. Yeah, the main range, Kelantan, Kota Baru, Terengganu, Kuantan, and this side. Okay, those are 198% in Kelantan, 96% Melayu, Terengganu the same thing. So those are the Malay belt. Yes, the Malay belt voted for PAS. They voted for PAS, but the rest of the thing here, the East Coasters Melayu is quite different from the West Coasters. For example, in the East Coast, they like to marry with young girls. 11, 10 years old. But it never happened. On this side, no, it's never happened. So you understand, the mentality is complete. The division was the main range. That was what divided us. Yes, and at that side, yes, there is the old elements, yeah. You can see the Malay belt, the roles of what we call sekolah pondok, yeah. What is sekolah pondok? Is in Indonesia is pesantren, the religious school, the boarding religious school. This play important role in the West Coast, Penang, Perak, Negeri Sembilan, Johor. There's none. So this is the influence. So the Malay votes, yes. And what is the greatest challenge? I do not consider this a greatest challenge. Yes, they are playing the racial politics now because this is the only elements that they can play on. Well, the United Malay National Organization now is on a withdrawal symptom. So the only thing that they can play on and on is the Raja, Melayu, Islam. These have been three things. Raja, Melayu, Islam. Raja, Melayu, Islam. It might not come in that order, but that has been their campaign now. And as a matter of fact, now the by-election is going on. They have been done, and you saw yesterday. There's a lot of demonstration, questioning. So these are the things that are playing out. So yes, the division is there, but I personally, I might be totally wrong. Yeah, I personally do not consider that as a challenge because I've been campaigning from the last election since February, March, April, May. 3 months. We went to campaign from one state to another state. Yes, it's a lot of people that come, but there are difficulty to penetrate. I must be honest with you, difficulty to penetrate Kelantan and Terengganu. This is where the conservatism and PAS have a strong role. I have a debate with some of the people who objected of me working together with Mahathir. A lot of people, it's not everybody support Mahathir, but I say Mahathir is a strategic weapon. A strategic weapon. We brought him along. We not only brought him along, we make sure he will start ceramah at 11 o'clock and he finished at 11:30 and we forced him to sleep. Yes, that's what we did. Because we are so sure this strategic weapon must not go away. If not, we do not have a strategic weapon. You understand? So now you're all praying that he live longer. I'm not sure whether he take his ginseng or not. So that is the situation. So now can I answer?
Hisham, are you disturbed by some criticism of you that your praises for Mahathir has caused probably some of the younger ones to describe you as a lackey of Mahathir?
Okay. On 4th of March, on that Friday, the signing of the Deklarasi Rakyat, if you recall, 2016. As I leave the hall, the first criticism came from none other my nephew who is working in Iraq in the Petronas company. He said that, kenapa pula ni kerjasama dengan Maha Fir'aun? The Maha Fir'aun, no other people who coined the word except this is the guy who coined the word. Maha Fir'aun and the Maha Zalim website, none other the editor is this the editor. So that is history. But I have to explain to people, we have to work out the theory of United Front. if any of you were Maoists or ex-Maoists or converted Maoists or whatever, you know the theory of United Front. We need to work out together with other. Thank you. That's my lawyer. She's make sure that she makes sure she's on traveling scholarship here, and she's going to be a lawyer, and she's going to be a lawyer, and I'm sure she's going to be into politics also. I'm sure. Isn't that right?
I was going to send you my bill. Because you praise me, maybe next time.
Okay. Oh, you're coming here to claim your bill, eh? Okay, so that's the situation. So yes, there are people. You see, contohnya Undi Rosak. You remember Undi Rosak movement? The Undi Rosak, they want to go there and not to vote and to spoil the vote. So this is a movement. Yes, who are disappointed? We all of us. And you remember, of course, you remember the famous Dr. Kwa Kusum. He is continuously he keep on and on and on and on talking about Operasi Lala. And he go on and on. So, I mean, I say people have moved on, you know. You see, you look, Tian Chua, Masabu, Khalid, Mahfuz, Lim Guan Eng, Lim Kee Siang, these are all they are all victims of Mahathir Mohamad. Combine all of together, more than 50, 60 years now in prison. And Mahathir, we knew Mahathir put us in prison. I was put twice. Masabu was put twice in prison, ISA. But for the sake of the nation, we forget about this thing. I know a lot of people cannot. A lot of people have reservation. They have reservation about this old man called Mahathir Mohamad. Yes, I know. Don't think that we don't know what he did to us in prison in Taipei. We know, but we are not forgetting that. But at this stage, kita lupakan. We will lupakan to move on for a bigger agenda for the nation. Yes. So that's how I take it. Yes, I got the lampoon, but the best part is when the victory came, the same people who was criticizing us, that working with Mahathir, are now grabbing for jobs. Setiausaha politik lah, setiausaha akhbar lah. So that's it, you understand? So for us who are there, we just stay where we are. You know, I stayed where I am. I'm not taking any post. I don't have the way I stay. So this is how the situation going on. Yeah, go ahead.
Right, go ahead.
The national question is this: the Malays has not fully accepted the Chinese to be in Malaysia. That is the national question. Let us be honest, call spade a spade. They have not. Deep in their heart, they are having this imagination and imaginary country where it's only Malay. So this is the national question. For the Chinese, also, they have also a national question to ask whether they're going to have what we call the core culture and core civilization. I always say what we have there, penegas culture, the core cultural core. So this is where we have to debate it. The core. You see, I always quoted, yes, in London, in UK, the national core culture is Anglo-Saxon. There's no problem in Chinatown, Giffen can open a Chinese school, Wapiao can cover the Mandarin newspaper, there's no problem. But the core is Anglo-Saxon. The BBC still speak English. Channel 1, Channel 2, Channel 3, English. So this is what is in German is the Germanic question. In Sweden is the Swedish question. So this is what we have not yet developed, the core culture, the determining culture. So this is where it's have a pool here. Why this thing happened? Historically, because the Chinese do not need the core culture because they are economically independent. They can have their newspaper, they can have Sinjujipo, they can have Nang Sempao. In UK, you can have your Sinjujipo, you can have your Senang Sempao, but the Guardian, the Time, the Independent still rules. You understand? So this is the difference between our experience. And so this is where the national question has not yet developed in Malaysia. So we have to think and discuss how to develop this. The core culture, where is begin? So in this stage is the stage of discussion. You understand now? The national question has not been resolved. I've in the process of writing a book about the national question. The national question has not been resolved. So this is what happened. It's not only Raja Petra going to raise up it. In months to come, there'll be more people raising up. So because then I just read today about the Indian DAP minister who said that Melayu pendatang, all this. So it is not been resolved, and we're going to face this. We are confronted with this. So what is really happening is that the politician, the new politician, I hope they should have a better way of handling the national question. And we must confront this national question. We have no other way. We have to confront the national question. How to confront the national question is yet we have to discuss and debate it. Now is the time. Last time, ini tak boleh bincangkan, ini isu-isu sensitif. Ini tak boleh bincangkan, this is sensitive. Ini tak. So now I think the time has come. Let us discuss. You understand? There shouldn't be any more sensitive issue. Who's sensitive to who? You understand? So if we keep on telling this is sensitive issue, that sensitive, then there is no point. So we want to discuss it. So I'm opening like dangerous ideas. We have to discuss this danger. If we don't discuss it, if we keep on behind our back, like you keep on asking, ini negeri Melayu ke, negeri Cina ke? That keep on, and we keep on until we build up, you see, to build up a nation state. Yeah, I'm not saying that a united nation state. A united nation state. This is bullshit. You just a dream. There's no such thing. Doesn't exist. But at least a notion of Malaysianness among us, a shared hope, a shared identity, and a shared lifestyle. Vision is there. So now, as it is now, we are not. Okay, now come to the question of our friend asking us about this whether privileges or okay. They are debating now. The five eminent persons are discussing the question now about dasar ekonomi baru. So you must look, you must look the new economic policy. Yes, in one way you will say that it's married, everything's married. No, sometimes it's not. I'm also talking like I'm part of the government. Sometimes it's not married. Since the time sometimes you need positive discrimination. Sometimes not. So, but what really happened during the 40 years of the introduction of the new economic policy is that certain amount of Malays have the privileges and the rest of the Malays have not got the privileges, but they have the harpoon from the non-Malays. So that's what happened now. So we have the bad taste, the Malays, the whole Malays got a bad taste. As a matter of fact, only certain amount of Malays. So now we have to correct that. I'm not sure. Let me tell you now, I'm not sure what would be the policy, whether they're going to totally abolish the new economic policy or not. At this stage, I really don't know. But as it is, Malaysia is only 2 months old, 3 months old. Okay. Now, education and all that, yeah? Yes, there is, you see, the question, this is against the national question. You see, whether UiTM will open to Malays or not. So this question, what is the Chinese certificate now, they keep on. These are issues that continue to raise up because it is sensitive, because it's not been discussed openly, thoroughly, intellectually. It's not been discussed for all this time. It's only the Chinese educationalist movement will discuss it in Nanyang Siangpao, Sinchu Dipo. The Melayu menentang isi itu akan bincangkan dalam berita harian utusan Rujak. So we never come together to discuss this intellectually together. No, it's never. The Chinese educationalist movement never sit down with the Malay who are anti-PPSMI. So these are the time I think that they should all come together and to discuss so that there would be no fear from you or you. They have no fear. And I, for one, the time now is come. We are open. We should discuss dangerous ideas.